Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Alex, and after game 2, the Heat have officially won. They won 111 to 108. And boy, as a Nuggets fan, I am just really disappointed about how this game turned, especially in the fourth quarter. But let's start off with that first quarter. And the Heat decided to turn Kevin Love as a starter. They took Caleb Martin and put him on the bench. I know he was feeling ill. I do think that does have a part in why that happened. But I think K-Love starting was a really good idea for the Heat. It's something that I was preaching in my preview video. And this allowed Jimmy Butler to actually guard Murray instead of Gordon. And then Bam can still guard Jokic and stuff like that. And I thought that was really good, especially since Butler was being very aggressive. And the Miami defense just playing aggressive as well. I thought that just really threw things off for the Nuggets. The Nuggets are known for having a very free-flowing offense. Obviously, they have their certain sets, but mostly they just run a lot of dribble handoff and everything is very free-flowing. I just didn't have that vibe in this game. I just didn't. The Nuggets did close out the first quarter pretty well, but that second quarter, the bench for the Nuggets really took things to another level. Christian Braun, I refuse to call him Christian Brown because it's literally spelled Braun. We can't just decide to call people something different when it's pronounced that way, or when it looks that way, rather. But he played really well on the defensive end. A lot of different transition points for the Nuggets, and that's kind of what got him back into the game. And then we got to the third quarter. Things were just very even at that point, but Jokic had a very big quarter. He had 18 points in that third quarter. Overall in this game, Jokic is Jokic, man. He had 41 points in this game, and they still lost. And the reason why they lost, again, is this fourth quarter. And a lot of it just has to do with the Nuggets defense, which I have actually been kind of praising a little bit. I haven't been calling them the best defensive team that I've ever seen in my life, because that is far from the truth. But I would just say that based on what other people were saying about the Nuggets defense, I just thought that they were better than that. But yeah, no, their defense was just not good. And it starts with Duncan Robinson. He had 10 points, what it felt like, in 2 minutes. I don't know the exact timing of it, but there's two specific plays. They're actually the exact same play, and all has to do with Duncan Robinson and his gravity as a three-point shooter. The one instance he curled into the paint, and I think it was Christian Braun and Bruce Brown. I believe it was both of those guys. They got confused on if who was going to switch or if they were going to stay. I think in that scenario, they just need to switch. They're both pretty much the same height. Their guy that they were defending as well, I feel like if you just do the switch, they wouldn't have given up a Gabe Vincent 3, which is exactly what happened, and Gabe Vincent ended up hitting it. And then the exact next play after that the Heat had, they ran virtually the same play, and then Duncan Robinson got pretty much a wide open rim run. It was a little bit contested, but he made it, and obviously you have the flex. And man, if the Nuggets end up losing in the series, that moment of Duncan Robinson flexing and giving that mean mug is really going to give me some nightmares. I really wish I didn't see that. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he ended up fouling out of this game, and from my memory, half of those fouls were just unwarranted and stupid. We had one earlier in the game, I forget what quarter it was, but he ended up fouling Max Strus on pretty much a desperation heave from 3. Don't know why he did that. And then we had 2 in the fourth quarter, fouling three-point shooters yet again for absolutely no reason. And with those Duncan Robinson points and those 2 3-point fouls, it was virtually a 12 to 14 point swing. And outside of the Nuggets just not knowing when to switch and who to switch with, I think Michael Porter Jr. after that first game, not really shooting the ball very well, but did get some rebounds and play some solid defense. He was just an absolute no-show in this game, brought absolutely nothing of value. He had one play where I think he contested a shot, but that's literally it. It was one play that I remember going, oh wow, like, good job, man. Yeah, MPJ was just not good at all. The Nuggets defense, I'm going to repeat myself, was awful. And then the Nuggets had some pretty stupid turnovers. One of them was from Jokic. He just threw the ball out of bounds. I honestly don't really know what they were trying to go with. I think Jokic thought, I think Bruce Brown was on the wing. I think Jokic was thinking he was going to go a little bit more deep into the corner. That just didn't happen. And then we get to the end, and the Nuggets are making a fake comeback, and they have a potential shot at making it into an overtime game, and Jamal Murray ends up taking a tough shot, hits the front of the rim. Nuggets had 2 timeouts, I believe. They didn't call one. I think that's fine. I don't think you want to give Eric Spoelstra led team an opportunity to try to, defensive scheme against the Nuggets. I think you just try to go out there, and it's not like the Nuggets really could have made any substitutions either. They did have Bruce Brown, but again, they couldn't put KCP in because he fouled out. So I'm fine with them not calling the timeout. Just wish, Jamal Murray maybe had a better shot, but he did get some decent separation. That's why the ball hit the front of the rim, almost kind of went in, but it didn't go in, so it didn't matter. He ended up winning this game. And I know in my first video for the recap of this series, I had said, the Heat looked very hopeless. And that's what it looked like, at least just based in that game. I said at the end of that video that I didn't think that it was going to be a sweep. I had predicted the Nuggets to win in 6. And it's for games like this. The Heat shot over 50% from 3. An almost perfect game. Even the Nuggets shot well this game as well. They shot awful in game 1 from 3. They shot like 39% from 3, so that's good. And even with the defensive mistakes that the Nuggets were making, I thought the Nuggets did play a good style of basketball even when things were getting tough for them. Again, the Heat made it very difficult for them to do their free-flowing offense, but Jokic was just making so many tough shots, and I mean, he can make those shots. I felt like the Nuggets still played a very good game of basketball. The Heat also played a great game of basketball. I just thought that fourth quarter was really the turning point and why the Nuggets lost today. But let me know down below what y'all think. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and sub. Trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year, so it'd mean a lot. And I'm also going to be making more recap videos through the finals. So again, if you're interested in what I have to say about stuff like this, again, make sure to sub. Check out my socials down below in the description. You can also check out this video somewhere on the screen where I recap the game 1 of the series, and you can probably find another video where I go over the preview, and you can kind of see some similar stuff that I was talking about as well. Anyways, see you on the next one. Peace out.